Going, everyone. Welcome to another rabbit hole of a podcast that I've been putting together here. It seems like a lot of fun. I've sent it to a few friends. They really enjoyed it. And eventually, I hope to have some of them on. I've been talking to them this week. I think it may add things, a little spice to a lot. It's just talking to one of my good friends, Steven. Unfortunately, he is trying to do some things for an event we're having tonight at the Landis, my venue, and he can't come on. He's a little frustrated right now, bless his heart. But it is what it is. Um, anyway, today was one of those days where there was a lot going on. Yesterday, I had a lot going on contract-wise with the venue, so I didn't get a chance to really come on and do anything. And I did have a friend of mine, Jim, who was going to come on, but like I said, I had a lot going on. So, but today there's also a lot going on. Of course, politically, we have a lot going on with the bills that are in the House under a thing called a CR, which is supposed to basically continue the budget, but somehow a lot of odd things got stuck into what the last CR was about. I think roughly 30 to 40 pages, and this one is about 16 or 1,547 pages, I believe, because they're just trying to stick things in and get it signed, and it's absolutely utterly ridiculous. And this is exactly what happens in our country. But it's not all about politics. It's a little bit about everything. We still have drone issues going over here in New Jersey, where I'm from, and a lot of other stuff. So I figure, let's just get right into it. Let's get into the wormhole that is what's trending on X. Let's go over to X real quick here. Let's find my hey, there it is. Oh, there we go. All right, let's see what we got going on here today. So, right off the bat, we have a Melody Mack. She's great. She's really great. She's a she has a lot of good followers. She's a very Christian girl with a lot going on when it comes to the gaming world and things of that nature. So let's see where we're at here. Let's go over to Explore. Let's see what's trending. As always, crypto is trending. Wait, Superman. There's a new Superman movie coming out. Is this new to me? A new Superman movie. Let's see what this is. Yeah, is this? Oh, look at that. Little Superman things fell down. I wonder how much they paid for that. Oh, yeah. Henry Cavill, I'm assuming, is in this, right? Let's see. Well, yeah, let's see what's going on. Dean Cain. He was a good Superman. I like Dean. What do we got here? Let's see what's going on here. Baby, baby, I have no sound. I have no. That's actually pretty cool, man. That is pretty sweet. That's man. CGI has come such a long way. It really has. CGI has come a long, long way. I want to try and see where we are sound wise. There we are. Let's bring that up a little bit. All right. Superman there. Well, anyway, there's a new Superman movie. I really don't care about that. I just had to look at it real quick. Crypto is always trending. It seems to be a big thing. Well, this is Crypto the dog. Wait, this is not Crypto the currency. Oh my God, look how cute. This is a CGI dog too. It breaks my heart. They CGI everything now, even dogs. Look at Crypto. Oh my God, what a cutie. I'm a big dog lover. You might even hear my dog over there snoring in the corner. She tends to bark in her sleep. Elon. Oh, everyone's mad at Elon today. Everyone's mad at Elon. What people are mad at Elon. Let's get something straight. One of the things I noticed today as I was going through a lot of what's trending on X today is a lot of these whiny old men. I mean, look at him. Dan Goldman, who's accused of rampant insider trading in Congress, now wants to give himself a 40% pay raise. Isn't it crazy? I mean, these people are scumbags. And if you're anyone in Congress right now, and you're listening to this from an American who is a veteran, who is a small business owner, who is a guy just page CR is something that you're going to stand behind when you know what's inside this thing. And honestly, I don't. The only thing that makes it worthwhile is the money to help people from hurricane relief. few other little things in there. And you know what? I really don't care about a pay raise for these guys. That's not the thing that bothered me about a lot of this. It honestly, the thing that bothers me is a lot of these people on here basically saying that, oh, who do we vote for president? Elon? Is Elon the president? Elon made a comment and now nobody wants to vote. Oh, good God. She just, ugh, nothing makes me want to vomit like Whoopi Goldberg and Hakeem Jeffrey, another scumbag. There's Vivek. I like that guy. But you got to wonder why. Let me go back to. Let me see if I can find this, because I find this was interesting. I did at one point here. I think here it is. Check this out. So this is what bothers. Let's look at this. So this is Reeve Swainston Esquire. Reeve Swainston Esquire. He's talking to Dan Crenshaw, who has just literally become. He's an insider trader. This guy went in with no money. People had respect for Mr. Patch here, and now Mr. Patch is all upset because no one's voting for this bill because Mr. Patch gets another 40%. And he's just turned into a total scumbag. And all he does is say, "Oh, I'm a vet. I'm a vet. You know what, dude? You're a scumbag, is what you are. You've completely become a scumbag." And I think that Reeve Swainston Esquire pretty much sums it up here. I'm gonna read this to you because this is what's going on with this bill. Again, yes, we want to help people. Yes, we want millions and billions or whatever money we waste in this country to go to the right places. And again, the last CR, which is to continue the budget into the next year, was 30 pages. Now, with knowing that Trump will be in office by the time that March runs around and this one expires, it's 1,500 pages. It's not 1,500 pages of budget. It's not 1,500 pages of things to keep the government going. It's 1,500 pages of straight up bullshit. Let's look at this. It says, I'm gonna read it right from Reeve because he kind of summed it up. He says, as a Marine and retired federal prosecutor, I want you to first, he's talking to Crenshaw, by the way, old Patchy there, who I basically said earlier, I think old Patchy needs to come out of the closet there with some sequins on his little little eye patch, because he's definitely turned to the woke gay side there. And not even the woke gay. I don't have a problem with gays. It's those trannies over there. I mean, he's got something going on that he's afraid of, and I'm not sure what it is, but we got to figure that one out. But it says, as a Marine and a retired federal prosecutor, I want you first to know I honor your service to. I don't honor his service because you know what? And it's sad because I honor the service of every human being. When you come in and you now leave the service and you become a congressman and you decide you're going to ride that to corruption, you're now going against the country. So it's like there's a give and take. You're serving the country. You're doing good. You get out of the military and you do what you do in your life, or you serve the country. You get out of the military and you decide to stay in politics, and you become corrupt, and you become more corrupt, and you start insider trading, and you start to become somehow wealthy, and you know what? Your service goes down because you're no longer serving the country. You're a corrupt piece of garbage. But Esquire here is a good man, and he cares about him. So but you are a war fighter and a congressman, and like all representatives, with a responsibility to serve the people, not yourself. That requires transparency and integrity. This guy has none of that, and respect for the office you hold. Your response above has been, and I will be his. Just so you know, his response above was calling people, you may. Yeah, or maybe you're a fucking lying piece of shit because I'm not even on the yes list for the whip team. Never have been. But hey, whatever gets you pathetic bottom feeders, you're clickbait. This is what a congressman is saying online. That literally, that was verbatim what was from a congressman. But let me say, because what I liked about Reeves here is he kind of listed out a few of the things that I found a problem with, and it's easier just to read them off of his, which is number one, why did Congress slip in a pay raise for itself in a spending bill? Kind of odd, but again, look, I don't care if they take a raise. Do they deserve it? I don't think so. They deserve a 40% raise? Absolutely not. Maybe give them a bone. It's been a few years, but 40%? I mean, you got congressmen now going to be making $250,000 as a part-time job. Give me a break. Come on. You wonder where all our money goes. Number two, why did you waive Obamacare for members while also enhancing your own health care coverage? So basically, they waived in this, again, the CR is, again, to continue the budget, not to add things and add bills. This is something that you bring up separately from a CR. This is a bill you propose and say, hey, man, I got an idea. Can we waive Obamacare for members of Congress and enhance our own health care coverage? You don't put that in a CR. You don't put that in something because you know that a man is going to come in and clean house in less than a couple months here, and a man is going to come in and start putting the government back together. So how can we throw in a bunch of stuff and have a bunch of people sign off on it? This isn't how it works. This isn't how it works. Anyone who doesn't vote no should literally not be a congressman, should not be involved in politics, and not be in any way, shape, or form in charge of anything in our country. This is corruption. This is the problem. So why did you waive Obamacare for members? Again, they're waiving Obamacare. Obamacare is the biggest piece of crap, and we all know about it. Congressmen don't want it. We don't want to have to deal with Obamacare. We want better health care coverage. So 40% raise and better health care coverage. That's just for Congress. And it says here, and this is very important. What exactly is Section 650 about? Shielding Congress from grand jury subpoenas and FBI investigations. Since when does Congress tell courts they shall obstruct justice by denying lawful grand jury subpoena processes for the wire and electric communications of members of Congress and others and any other? What does this have to do with the budget of the country? What does this have to do with, making sure, money is spent where it needs to be spent and given to the right places? What you want to sign up? You want to shield yourselves from criminal activity and corruption? No wonder why Dan is excited about this. Tell me again, Dan Crenshaw, Mr. Patch O'Malley, why you're so excited about making sure this gets passed. Boy, I don't know. Maybe the first three things that Reeve here brings up, the first three things are just a slap in the face to any American, Dan. Let's go down here a little bit. 4, why is the taxpayer money funding State Department censorship programs? This specific program always targets the free speech of conservatives, always. Yeah, there's literally a part of this that is funding State Department censorship programs. Look into it. It's there. Why are vaccine mandates, gain of function research, and 12 new biolabs part of a spending bill? Because this isn't a spending bill. This is a way to try and protect themselves from the incoming administration with ridiculousness. I mean, come on. Are you kidding me? Again, you bring this up separately. You bring this up as a bill in front of Congress. Everyone hashes it out and talks about it, and they say yay or nay. You don't sneak it into something and go, well, if you vote no to this, you're the problem with the country, and those people in the Carolinas aren't going to get the money they need to save themselves and fix their houses and feed their families and basically fix themselves from the destruction of a hurricane. You're preventing that by not allowing us to censor speech, keep ourselves from subpoenas and prosecution, give us a raise, allow new bioweapon labs. Who thought $100 million for migrant farm workers over 5 years was a good idea? Another one. And can someone explain how criminalizing memes doesn't trample on? Yeah, that's in there too. The criminalizing things that people say. Basically, what's going on in the UK right now. And then he goes on to say one more thing. As a former prosecutor, I have to ask, who decided to? Oh, this is great. To rename criminal offenders. So they don't want, again, this is just censored. This is just straight up censorship is what it is. And saying you can't say things. They want to rename criminal offenders as justice involved persons. So when you shoot some CEO in the back like a coward, you're no longer a criminal. You are a justice involved person. Yes, I'm involved in justice right now. Yes, that's me, the man who shot a CEO in the back, a complete coward scumbag, is no longer a criminal. He is a justice involved person. Yeah, this isn't going to pass, man. This isn't going to work. And I'm going to tell you right now that this just disgusts me to no end that this is even something that's happening in our country. Anyway, let's just get past that. Let's get down here. Now, I came up with Elon. Now, Sammy Sosa. Oh no, Sammy Sosa is trending. If you remember Sammy Sosa, corked bat back in the day, a little bit of injecting the old steroids. What's Sammy doing? Hopefully, it's his birthday. I hope nothing happened to the guy though. I mean, him and Mark McGuire had a good hammer and back and forth back in the day, but come to find out, that was a little bit corrupt. Breaking, Sammy Sosa just released this statement. There were times I did whatever I could to recover from injury in an effort to keep my strength up and perform over 162 games in a season, I assume he's saying. I never broke any laws, but in hindsight, I made mistakes and I apologize. You know what? I actually remember this home run derby right here in the National League. Sammy Sosa was killing it, man. Mark McGuire came up. It was a lot of fun to watch. I'm not going to lie. And these guys did, 162 games is a lot, man. There he is back with the Cubbies. Sammy Sosa, baby. The corked bat got a big problem. I mean, I don't know how steroids really work. Heidi. I don't follow Heidi. I didn't know that. Heidi's great. Sammy, I got some problems with you, yeah, buddy. But yeah. Could you accept someone's apology? Here is his full statement. I left it all in the field. Let's see if we can make this a little bit bigger. I left it all in the field for the Cubs and the Cubs fans because I wanted to win and make the fans happy. I love to see the fans at Wrigley in the right field bleachers every home game. I understand why some players in my era don't always get the recognition that our stats deserve. Well, you padded the stats, my friend. I mean, there were times I did whatever I could to recover from injuries. We just read this and never broke any laws. We accomplished great things as a team, and I worked extremely hard in the batting cage to become a great hitter. He did. He was extremely hard to get that cork in that bat. I have to admit, it's not an easy task. Sorry, Sammy. Look, I'll accept your apology. It's been a while, but you padded your stats. That's all there is to it. I mean, you really did between corked bats and steroids. I mean, what do you want, buddy? What are you asking for here? Guy Gardner, Green Lantern. Guy Gardner. Who is this Guy Gardner gentleman? Oh, Green Lantern is back. It says Guy Gardner. Green Lantern looks terrible in the exact way he should. Comic accurate. This is the new Green Lantern. This is great. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Oh, he must be in Superman, I guess. What is that? Hawkman is in there too? What? This might be like DC is trying, man. They're trying. Marvel kind of took that for a little while, and they really did. Marvel made a great thing. They had a good thing going until, Disney became one of the most woke things on the planet. Uh-oh, Venmo. Why is Venmo trending? What did Venmo do? Everyone should think twice about wanting to shut down the government. Why? Who would come after you for an $801 payment on Venmo? Okay, well, that makes sense. Yeah. Is this what it is? Is this the Venmo thing? Government watching my $600 in Venmo. That's a great meme right there. It is true. I mean, the government's worried about, we've seen it. We've all seen the misspending, the ridiculousness that's going on in the government, the Pentagon, billions and billions of dollars. They just don't know where it went. But, this kid here and is being followed by a drone for his $600 in Venmo to make sure he pays his taxes. The IRS needs to go, man. I mean, the IRS just needs to simply go. Venmo me. You go, Big Za. Big Za trying to get a little bit of money out of somebody. All these accounts who are offering to help me. Oh, sweet. Too bad. They're all bullshit accounts. Everybody's always trying out to make this. You know what? It's real easy to make money. Get a job. Start a business. There's so many ways to make money, man. And everyone's a crook. And well, not everyone. I take that back. I do apologize. But there are a lot of people that are crooks. They just try to find a way to make. How do I make money? Anyone who's on OnlyFans, you're a crook. You know what I mean? You're just taking money from desperate people. All this stuff is just, you look at these people anymore and you got to wonder, man, just get a job, man. Start a business. Go find something you enjoy. Take a hobby and make it into something, man. If you like painting, if you like doing something, make crafts. There's so many ways with Etsy and things to sell your wares and do things. If you're good at making videos, instead of showing your booty, why don't you make some videos for commercials for local businesses? You use that talent elsewhere. But how are you going to tell these people? It's the world right now. So sports under wraps. What's that? I know this trending sports thing here. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, this is about baseball collecting. Oh, look at that. What is this? This drone shit is getting out of hand. What is going on there? The drones are spraying something. What is that? I don't even understand what this is. Yeah. See, some of these things that trend, you gotta question them. You gotta question Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes has suffered an assassination attempt on his life. He is now forced to relocate and hire 24/7 private security. This is no longer a joke. Nick Fuentes. Someone's trying to take out Nick Fuentes? Like, racial background when the cops arrive. Dude, come on, man. The officer says they're saying you're a white supremacist. Fuentes says, I'm not a white supremacist. I'm Mexican. My last name is Fuentes. It's funny. Hey, look, man, if you're Hispanic, you're white now, man. Welcome to our world. Everyone hates us. So you're right there with us, brother. You're the reason our crime rate, the white man's crime rate, is going up, and we're okay. I'm okay with it, man. Hey, man, let's. I like Latinos, Hispanic people. They're great people, So I'm okay sharing my whiteness with you if you want. I mean, you don't have to share your brownness with me. I'm okay with that. But Fuentes, it's a white supremacist. But what is it? There's a lot of weird stuff on the Fuentes here. Let's see. Justin, streamer Nick Fuentes says there was an attempt on his life at his home address. Says the killer is now deceased. Wait, what is this? The gunman carried a pistol, crossbow, and incendiary devices. I believe he intended to kill me. Wait a minute. What is this?
Side story.
Right.
Here's my side story. I'm here for my life. People have been posting my address online for the past 3 days, telling me they're coming to kill me, they're coming to rape me. I have all screenshots, posting pictures, showing how long it's going to take to get to my house. And I have people showing up all day, and that's my side of the story.
And this is because he's a white supremacist. What did he do? What did Nick do here? Let's see. Controversial political streamer Nick Fuentes claims he was targeted by armed killer as triple murder suspect was shot near his home last night. Well, I did not see this. Last night, an armed killer made an attempt on my life at my home, which was recently doxxed, which is disgusting, man. Don't dox people. That should be a crime in itself right there. I'm sorry. You should go to jail for it. There are people in jail for the January 6th visit to the Capitol, the riot, as they call it. There are January 6th people in jail because they went into the Capitol building and took selfies. They toured the White House, and doxers get people to literally they give your address out. They give it. Look, I don't know how this gentleman that showed up at Nick Fuentes' house was killed or whatever, but dox me. Yeah, you don't want to show up here. I'm going to tell you that right now. You don't want to show up here. Apparently, you don't want to show up at Nick's house either because whatever it was didn't work. Nick Fuentes, I'm not a white supremacist. I'm Mexican. I love that, man. Is a cop saying this? Wait, I got to hear this.
Saying you're a white supremacist?
I'm not white supremacist. I'm Mexican. I'm not saying Fuentes.
I know. I kind of white supremacist. I saw that. Yeah, okay. But I mean, this 2024 man, you make one bad joke and this happens, especially right now at the Trump one, man.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, but
it's a very political thing to say.
We also live in a free country where you can speak without people showing up.
Yeah.
And trying to hurt you.
Oh, I'm sorry. She's across the street. Yeah.
She's the one on her phone?
Yeah, she's the one on her phone.
What's the story?
Apparently, well, what I'm getting is.
Oh, cops are great, man. I love these cameras. Though. This is great, man. You get a lot of stuff going on now.
A couple things about. Do we do it here, man? I don't want to go all the way to the back.
She's gonna.
Well, I'm telling you, let's do it here.
Let's do it here.
Come on, man. I don't want to.
Why?
Huh? I don't want to argue with you.
I want to go in the backyard where she can't have a line of sight.
Well, she's not even building
this. But she could. So
Nick, I don't want. I'm trying to
just go to the backyard.
Nick, well, is your Nick? Is your name Nick?
Yes.
Okay, Nick. I'm trying to get your side of the story, and by you acting like this is not helping, man. I got two sides, two stories, and I'm trying to just kind of find the middle ground.
So what's this police officer's problem? You can't go to the backyard with him, so he's not around. Apparently, whoever is causing some issues with him, and that's got a little bit to say about this police officer who said apparently, "Oh, I heard you're a white supremacist." Yeah, it's pretty funny, man. It's the world we live in. There's Nick with his little, make America. God forbid, man. Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is what's happening. This is the world we live in. And like I said, you wear your hat, Nick. I don't have one of those hats. I don't. They're cool. I like them. Honestly, I like that black one, that dark MAGA hat. That was kind of cool, man. That old Elon. Elon's another one, man. I think I was mentioning that earlier, and that's something I want to say. One of my things that I believe, a lot of people are out there saying, no, oh, well, who ran for president? Elon Musk. Elon Musk makes a statement and everyone changes. Everyone votes no for this ridiculous 1,547-page bill. No, Elon didn't run for president. The man who ran for president won. His name is Donald Trump. Donald Jonathan John Trump, DJT, Donald Trump, former president, now will be the president again. And what Donald Trump did is he saw in Elon Musk characteristics and qualifications that as a leader, as a great leader, said to himself, this is the kind of guy I want to not only align myself politically with to help our country, but I also got a great job for you because you're qualified. What a great leader does is finds the qualifications in people and he puts them in positions to help him as a leader succeed. No, Elon Musk didn't win the presidency. Donald Trump isn't doing what Elon Musk tells him to do. That is just the liberal left way of playing this ridiculous game of stupidity and trying to act like they know more or things that are going on. Instead of saying, well, speak of, there's a little bit of something going there. I wonder if they're going after Nick Fuentes again. But you realize what an idiot you are by posting anything, even to even question the leadership of Donald Trump and who's running our country. Right now, no one's running. Basically, The Walking Dead is running this country, and some drunk woman who doesn't know if she's black, if she's Indian, if she's white, or what she is this week. All I can tell you, she's hammered 99% of the time. But anyway, let's get back to it. Elon Musk was put into a position by a great leader because that's what great leaders do. They find what's good in you, and they put Tulsi Gabbard, they put Hegseth, they put people in positions, Kash Patel. They find the people that are going to help make their leadership better for the country. See, that's what you do. You don't come in like a Biden and say, oh, well, there's a guy dressed like a woman, and that's part of the agenda that we have. That's not part of saving our country or doing what's right for the American people and the voter. That's part of our democratic agenda. So let's put this, I don't even know, the one guy, the skinny white guy with the beard and the mustache that wears a dress. I don't know what the hell he's in charge of. He's not qualified for. They're just putting people in dresses, men in dresses in places and saying that's qualified. And you're going to question a man like Elon Musk, who's a billionaire, made his own money, did it his way, created probably one of the best electric vehicles we've ever seen, is putting rockets in space, talking about taking our civilization to Mars. You're going to question him in a role that the now president-elect has given him? He's given Elon an opportunity to help the United States of America. And if you see anything else but a great leader putting another person in a leadership position to help our country, It's because you're an idiot, just like Dan Crenshaw. You're an idiot, an absolute moron, and you don't understand what leadership is about. Not even close. Again, Nick Fuentes, my friend, who is not a white supremacist. He's a Mexican, as he said. I feel sorry for you, brother. I hope that it all works out. I really don't feel like getting into it anymore. Oh, this is a good one. Our Speaker of the House. Oh, Lord, Mike Johnson here. Look at old Mike. Mike went out there and he stood up. What do we got here? There's Kash Patel talking some stuff. There he is. There's Speaker Mike Johnson.
It makes sense, because if we push it into the first quarter of next year, then we have a Republican-controlled Congress and President Donald J. Trump back in the White House. We'll be able to have more say over the funding decisions for 2025.
What a spin doctor he is he not? This is the guy. Remember, he was hanging out. He was in that picture of Donald and everyone on the plane eating McDonald's, and that little guy in the back corner kind of looking over on the show, trying to be one of the boys. He was at I think he was at the Army Navy game or somewhere. He was at some game in the back saying, hey, I'm one of the boys. You know why he's not one of the boys? Because he's a corrupt politician. See, the difference between Donald and Elon and all these guys he's putting into position, they're not corrupt individuals. You know, Kash Patel wrote a book called Government Gangsters. He didn't write a hit list that everyone's trying to say. He uncovered corruption. And those people aren't a hit list. They're corrupt individuals that need to be dealt with. And the right man is being put in a position to deal with the deep state and clean up our country. That's what a great leader like Donald Trump does. Just like putting a man like, and remember, it's not just Elon, it's Vivek is with Elon in this Doge thing, which is a very important thing. Just imagine for a second that if Elon and Vivek weren't looking through 1,547 pages of garbage and not speaking up about it, who would know about it right now? I mean, think about how many times in history this has happened and no one said anything about it. Finally, someone's bringing it to light. Hence the reason Donald Trump found this leadership quality in Elon and said, hey, man, I'm going to align with you because you're a good person. And you don't, you have no need to come into the political spectrum and be corrupt because you've earned your money. You're not in this for money. You know, you're not in this for anything else. I mean, you've seen Elon fight for the right to launch a rocket. It wasn't like, you know, he's saying, well, look, you know, I'm going to do this. And hey, by the way, can you let me launch this rocket? He's put billions and billions of dollars behind, you know, lawyers and dealing with all this stuff. He does it the right way because you know what? He's an honest guy, and I really like him, and I think he's a very honest guy. I think Vivek is honest. I think a lot of the people that Trump is putting in positions are there for a reason. I think Mike is a scumbag. Well, I was going to say communist, but let's just say corrupt and crooked individual. I wanted to like Mike. I really did. When I saw him behind everyone on the airplane eating their McDonald's, and he's like back there going, hey, man, can I get a fry? I kind of felt bad for the guy. But they kind of already knew you were a rhino. They kind of already knew, you know, you weren't right. I feel like they were giving you a chance, Mike. But by saying exactly what you're saying here, saying, oh, you know, if we just pass this CR, this pile of papers, and yeah, well, we're going to get the chance to do what we want to do come March. And, you know, that's what the Republicans are all about. You know, we just got to get through this last little hurdle, you know, give them, you know, take Obamacare away, give the congressman better health care, give them 40% raises, you know, let's do a little censorship here and there. You know, then people get in trouble for memes, you know, oh, let's, you know, I don't even know how much money they were given. It was several $1 billion, I believe, to move the Washington. I'm going to call them the Redskins because I refuse to call them the Commanders. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. And that's one of the most stupid woke things that ever happened. You kept the Atlanta Braves. You kept all these teams, but you got rid of the Cleveland Indians and you got rid of the friggin' Washington Redskins. And then the Redskin Nation is like, yo, man, we don't want that. Just like Aunt Jemima, an amazing black woman who created an amazing product, didn't want to be pulled off of a bottle. Her family didn't want that. you I don't even know, man. It just doesn't make any sense. And again, I call this straightforward in layman's terms because, come on, man, it's not that hard. We don't need to sit here with political rhetoric and all these big words and all these big explanations to just understand what stupidity is and where the right thing to do is. And one of the right things to do is not give billions or millions and hundreds of millions. I think it was a couple $1 billion. I don't remember. I skimmed through it, that they were going to give an NFL team. The NFL makes billions and billions of dollars. Why are we, the taxpayer, giving our money to fund a stadium to be built and moved back into Washington, D.C.? Why don't they want to do that? Why aren't they doing that themselves? Why do they need our money? That's more money you can give to the people of the Carolinas, people in Florida, people who have been devastated by hurricanes. That's more money you can give to the people in New Jersey here to protect us from drones. I don't know if you saw the balloon that went over last night, but that was a pretty big deal. It was a big old balloon that went over. I don't know. It's just, look, I wanted to like Mike. You did it to yourself, Mike. You did it to yourself, my friend. You did it to yourself. They were trying. They would have gave you a fry that day. They would have gave you a fry, but they knew something was up, Mike. I think we all did. We all did. Neil Cavallo is leaving Fox News. This is some Fox guy. I don't care less. These guys are all idiots. Oh, Santa's Wonderland. Here's something that's kind of cool. Let's look at this. Santa's Wonderland. The biggest Christmas attraction in Texas. Santa's Wonderland is in the deep. Oh, I thought it was in some problems. Let's follow these guys, too. Let's give them we got a lot of Santa stuff here. I like following Santa stuff. Let's do it, man. Santa's Wonderland. Is there any videos of this? What's going on with Santa's Wonderland? It's just a lot of people tagging it. Oh, no. Jesus is coming. The rapture is about to take place. Oh, the blood of Jesus saves. You got to remember, Jesus is the reason for the season. Don't forget that. But the advertising that became Santa is kind of cool. You got to love it, man. It is pretty cool. I don't know what the hell's going on here with Santa's Wonderland. Let's. I was excited for about 3 seconds there. Maybe I shouldn't have followed those things, huh? Who socks wish list? What? What is this? A cricket thing here? Cheering up bobbleheads, man. Some of the stuff you start diving into it, and you're like, "What? I would love another hat. This one was lost." Okay, well, you go out there and get you a hat there, sweetheart. I guess the Who socks. Oh, people want the jersey from this team. I see what we're doing here. This must be one of those teams like the Banana Guys, which are great, by the way. I love those Banana Guys. The Boston. The Who Sox. This must be like their minor league team or something. I do like some of. There was one I bought one time. I think it was Florida, maybe Florida. They were called the Sea Pups, and it was the cutest hat, man. It was a baseball hat with this little dog / like sea pup on it. It was really cute. Never saw the team, but I thought it was a cute hat. Let's see, Starlink. I love Starlink. I think Starlink's great. I think it's a way to get the internet around the world and give a lot of people who don't have that ability to get online, especially students, kids in poorer parts of the country that just don't have access to the internet. Maybe this helps them learn online, and gives them access that they deserve. So. Uh-oh. Andrew Tate's case has been dismissed. There's a little something down the rabbit hole. Uh-oh, Cat Turd. I like this Cat Turd guy. He's great, man. He received his Starlink in the mail about 30 minutes ago. You go, Cat Turd. Tell us about that thing. Starlink satellite being mobilized over Japan. Pretty insane that this is possible. What is that? Dude, what is that? That is ridiculous. Is that what this is? These are the satellites? So maybe this is the drones over New Jersey. They're Starlink satellites. Dude, this Starlink thing is pretty crazy, man, when you think about it. It is pretty insane, man, to be able to, just basically bounce this stuff. One billionaire wants to colonize Mars and make the best cars in the world. Ambitions to provide Starlink to everyone. Solves complex medical needs. Builds tunnels and fights to preserve free speech and democracy. The other billionaire wants to inject every living organism repeatedly. Wait a minute. Repeatedly with vaccines. Choose your billionaires wisely. It's actually kind of funny. Oh, Bill Gates, you turned into a scumbag. What a total scumbag, man. You don't have enough money. I mean, you're definitely not using your money for good. I don't know what you're doing with it, buddy. All right, Starlink is kind of cool. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, I saw that. I want to go back to that. I'm sorry. I got it. Did you see that? That was kind of cool. We saw some more Starlink thing going. Look at this. What is this? This is a time-lapse Starlink satellite. I guess they got a problem with the North and South Pole there. That's insane. Oh, there they go. Look over the old North Pole there. Dude, technology is crazy, man. It really is insane. The things that they can do now, the things that happen now are just crazy. All right. Let's go back. What else have we got here? Sonic 4. Wait, there's another Sonic movie. You know what? I really like the Sonic movies. I was a big Sonic the Hedgehog guy back in the day. You know, Sega was my game there, man. I love the old Sega. And the Sonic movies, if you've ever watched the first one was great. I love them. And I love that Jim Carrey is let's see if they got a picture of Jim here. I didn't know there was another movie coming out there. I don't think I saw the third one. I know I saw the first one and the second one. Oh, wait a minute. With the conclusion of the multiverse saga comes a new beginning of a new trilogy. Sonic 4 in 2020. Oh, it's coming out in 2027. Yay, Kirby. Muppet movies are great, man. They're even better. Cat Turd's trending. Cat Turd, what's going on, buddy? Oh, it's probably over the Dan Crenshaw thing. The week is shaping up nicely. Everyone got to see Dan Crenshaw get smacked down by Cat Turd. It was great, man. Dude, this is cool, man. I love AI. Look how cool this is. He poked him in his other eye. That is hilarious, man. If you haven't seen it, that's where a lot of this Crenshaw started with the gentleman who was known as Cat Turd. And they called him an anonymous coward. There he is, by the way. He's not anonymous. He doesn't hide. It says, here's the vibe. Once in office, human laws apparently don't apply to anyone. Don't apply anymore, and looking down on normal humans becomes standard practice. Dan Crenshaw calls Cat Turd an anonymous coward without realizing Cat Turd's been on Tucker Carlson, has a public profile, events. He has a podcast. He's an Army vet too. By the way, that's the other thing too. Is Crenshaw's like, I'm an Army vet, buddy. I'm an Army vet, buddy. Look at me. I'm one-eye Army man. And guess what? So is he. You scumbag. Here's what he says. Anonymous cowards like Cat Turd talking shit without any evidence. I'm used to it. Sorry, I was guy fighting the wars that little bitches like you would never dare to. One of us has actually served this country and continues to. First of all, he served the country too, and you're not serving the country, my friend. Oh, One-Eye Jack, you're serving yourself, and everyone knows it. And this Cat Turd guy is pretty great, man. I mean, if you actually follow him, which you probably do, because like every single person on the planet follows the Cat Turd gentleman. But he is a great guy, and I like him. I think he speaks well to the people. Like right here when he says Mike Johnson has to be removed as speaker. How do you not agree with the guy? Well, you know what I don't know, and maybe it's something to look up and find out is like where Cat Turd came from. But his little logo is cute, and Cat Turd is a little weird. It is what it is, but hey man, I'm sure there's a reason behind Cat Turd. But Cat Turd Army for the win. I love it. I do love it, man. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Look at this. Let's see what this one is. What's in the new monster bill Congress is rushing to pass? $850,000 for a gay senior home. I didn't see that in there. Again, I didn't go through the whole thing. I just went through some things that were online. Nancy Mace did a really good. Speaking of, she's over here to the side. Nancy Mace did a really good thing on it. $15 million to pay for Egyptians' college tuitions. Wow, that's nice. $400,000 for gay activist groups to teach elementary kids about being trans. $500,000 for a DEI zoo. $400,000 for a group to give clothes to teens to help them hide their gender. This is you understand? look up what a CR is. Understand what a continuing resolution. I believe that's what it's a continuing. I believe it stands for resolution. I just know it's a CR, like everyone else. It continues the funding of the government. How does $850,000 for a gay senior home, $15 million for Egyptian college tuitions, $400,000 for gay activist groups, $500 for DEI Zoo? How is this helping our government? This is the problem. They're trying to get all their agendas and things figured out. This is stuff they had in the works, man. They were like, oh, this is just all going to go through, man. We're going to get our gay zoo. We're going to get we're going to help kids hide their vaginas or breasts and penises. That's all going to happen. And oh no, Trump won again. This time in a landslide, by the way. Got that popular vote, y'all guys. Let's get rid of that there. Let's get rid of that there. All the stuff that makes people's votes not count, because our votes don't count. They have this thing they call it the Electoral College, and our vote doesn't count. It's the popular vote. Well, guess what? He won the popular vote too. He won the popular vote. My thing's moving again, man. I thought I turned that off. Apparently, I did not. But yeah, I mean, this is the ridiculousness that is this bill. And this is the ridiculousness and the problem that a lot of people had with this bill. And I think it's something that, needs to be taken into account. That's pretty crazy, though, man. Look at that. I did not know this. I do remember something about the DEI Zoo, but I didn't know about the Egyptian college tuition. Like, what are we doing here, people? What are we doing? Let me get out of this here. Here we go. That's cat turd, by the way. This is a lot of cat turd. This is why, again, cat turd. Wow, Trump has just threatened to primary anybody passing this bullshit Mike Johnson crap. Mike Johnson, dude, you were trying to be one of the guys, man. Didn't work, Mike. Didn't work. Oh, a death threat to Elon. Elon is a great guy, man. Why? What is your problem, man? What is your problem? Why do people not want to save our country? I mean, here's a guy who ran, his slogan again was "Make America Great Again." What's wrong with making America great again? I don't understand it. I don't know. Ula Fala? That's a sport thing. We're just bypass that. Chip Roy. That's a great name, man. Yeah, my mom and dad named me Chip Roy. Sounds like a baseball player, too. Ethan Slater. Wait, is that Christian Slater's brother? Kind of ruined his ex-wife and Ariana's reputation. Wait, what? What did Ethan Slater do? I'm not even sure who Ethan Slater is. Ethan Slater always getting Ariana attacked for his actions. What? See, this is the stuff that I'm like, who cares? No, nobody cares. Let's go back to Sonic 4, Big Lots. Big Lots is trending. What did Big Lots do? No, not Big Lots. Big Lots is cool. This sucks. I like Big Lots a lot. Oh, no. Breaking news. Big Lots will begin going out of business sale at all of its 963 locations after failing to find a buyer after checkout. I didn't know they went bankrupt. Big Lots went bankrupt. Begins going out of business sale at all stores. Oh, man. Elon's got to save this gem. I like how he's one of my puppies. Hi, sweetheart. It's funny. Elon's like the savior now. Elon, buy MSNBC. Elon, buy Big Lots. Elon, buy this. Some people think the guy's there for good. That's why they say things like buy MSNBC. That's why they say she's drinking water. God bless her soul. I have 3 beautiful greyhounds, all sisters, all born same litter. 2 of them raced. 1 of them walked in the walls. She's not exactly the smartest of the bunch, but God, I love them. They're such wonderful pups. But Big Lots went bankrupt, and it looks like they're selling off, and no one's bought them out. And again, oh man, what a shame. I like Big Lots. And, maybe I'm the reason why, though, because I do like Big Lots, but I don't go to Big Lots anymore. I mean, I did at one point. I don't know why I stopped. I became an Amazon guy. I really did. I'm an Amazon purchaser. Yeah, I may be, wow. That kind of sucks. But I may be part of the reason they went out of business. I mean, I'm one of many people that apparently don't go to Big Lots anymore. That's a shame. Maybe Big Lots should have went online. Oh, LeBron James, when asked about changes to the NBA All-Star Game format, touched on more issues with the league. Nobody wants to hear from LeBron. We know what you're all about, Mr. Diddy Boo. Mr. Diddy Boo. Mr. Diddy. Wow, that's the end of the trending stuff. What's going on here? That's the end of the... We are trended out, ladies and gentlemen. Trended out. Look at that, man. Hawk Girl. Oh, that wasn't Hawk Man. That was Hawk Girl in the new movie? What? I missed that. Oh, you know what? Let's take a second here. We got a minute. Let's watch this Superman thing. Here. Gotta admit, man, CGI has gone crazy, man. It really has. Wonder who directed this. Okay, that is not. Is that Cavill? Is there a new Superman? No, that's Henry. There he is. He's a great dude, though. No, or is that him? I can't tell. CGI, I don't know. Oh, James Gunn in the director's seat. Look, I've worked with James. He's a great guy, man. Good director, man. This would definitely be a good movie with Gunn in the seat. Speaking of, that's one of the movies I worked on. Jimmy Gunn. He is a really great director. And a great guy, man. He lives for this kind of stuff, man. This is his wheelhouse. This excites me, man, because, what he did, in my opinion, for Marvel with Guardians of the Galaxy, he's going to kill it right here. He's going to kill this. Crypto! Home. Take me home. Get out of here. If I asked my dogs to take me home, they would literally probably go look for something to eat. Yeah, Hawk Girl. I think the last time we saw Superman, didn't Batman whoop his ass? If I remember correctly. Oh, come on, man. I think crypto's already becoming a thing. Jimmy Gunn? All right. Well, you know what? I'm glad we looked at that. That was what? Oh, no. They saw Hawk Girl and they thought of this girl. Dude, look, man, if you were any human being that invested in the cryptocurrency that Hawk 2 girl here put out, if anywhere in your soul you saw that something behind a girl who made her claim to fame by spitting on a penis or Hawk-2ing, as she says, and you decided you were going to invest in anything with her name on it, they said something like $50 million. $50 million. That's a lot of investment. That's a lot of money, people. It's a lot of money. What were you thinking? She may go to jail, from my understanding. I don't know a lot about that story, but Nerds Unite. I love it, man. You gotta love memes, man. They are great. And here we are. There was a bill to somehow censor memes. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh, girl, I'm sad. Dude, I love it. I love it. Hawk Girls, it's just the same Hawk Girl thing over and over again. No, this dude here, man. Again, how do you not love memes, man? There's Hawk Girl from the comics. That's the Hawk Girl I remember. Dude, I love the Green Lantern, dude. He really does look like that typical comic book Green Lantern, man. Who oh my God, wasn't it oh my God, who was Green Lantern there for a while? I can't remember his name. My brain doesn't work half the time anymore. Another reason why I call it straightforward and keep things in layman's terms, because half the time I can't remember stuff. I don't know if it's PTSD from the military. I don't know if it's heart medication that I'm on. I have no idea, but the old noggin doesn't remember like it used to. I used to remember everything too, man. I was like an elephant. And it's funny because if you have the right girlfriend, she'll tell you don't remember anything either, even when you're remembering things, which doesn't help you remember when you're actually remembering something and someone's telling you you're not remembering it. That makes you think like everything you're remembering is things you're remembering. You know what I'm saying there. DC Studios. All right, that's definitely the same thing. Hitman. John Williams. What a great composer John Williams is, man. Dude, there's nobody like John Williams. Oh, John Williams did the music for this. No wonder why it sounded so amazing. DC Universe. Well, that's a lot of going on here with the Man of Steel and all this stuff. So this is pretty cool. Suicide Squad is great. What is this? What do we got going here? This is just all. I guess it's all just basically Superman-based stuff here. Well, it's true. It's this person is saying, I'm extremely excited, but what is going on with this color grading? It looks like they slid the saturation slider to the maximum setting. That's possible. I mean, that's a James Gunn thing. I mean, James likes color, man. I like color. I do. I mean, I think it really does. It, especially in today, especially when you're going to those big 4K screens now, 8K and God knows whatever, and you're going to see things out and you see the colors and the beauty that comes out of the colors. I like it. I mean, there is a time for a desaturation thing when you're trying to, bring back like something from the 70s when color technology just wasn't there. I mean, go back and watch any movie. Go back and watch the original movies like Wizard of Oz and some of those Technicolor films when they first came out. They were saturated, man. I just watched Babes in Toyland, which again was one of the original Technicolor films from the mid 60s, and Annette Funicello, I believe it was in it, and I forget who else, but the guy Ray Bolger, the guy from, speaking of, the Wizard of Oz. But look at the color in that. I mean, talk about saturated. I mean, it was like boom, it was color, and I kind of like it. And maybe it's because I was a little kid, I was born in '67, so I was real little when those films came out, and maybe my mind was into that kind of color at that time because that's what they were doing. And then people realized, when we look around, things aren't really that bright in color in the real world. It's kind of cool. I like it. I do like the way James Gunn uses color. I like James Gunn. I'm a fan of his work. Again, I've worked with him before, and I think he's a pretty amazing director. He's got a great mind, and he sees things, and he's visually a great guy. He really does. He can take a script from the page to the screen like no other, especially when it comes to comic book type stuff. Jimmy Gunn, he's a good dude, man. Nice guy too. Oh God, here's this idiot again. Can I talk about the real quick before I go, because my time's almost up, my hour that I dedicate to this. This guy who shot here is CNN. This coward shot a man in his back. This little coward right here didn't even have the balls to go, yo, buddy, and have him turn around and give him a fighting chance. Maybe the guy was carrying. Maybe the guy had mace. Maybe he had something, could have defended himself. Nah, shot him in the back.
Murder through use of a firearm.
Look at that. Look at all the police officers it takes for a coward. Dude, as long as you don't turn your back on him, you're fucking fine, right? I mean, he's a coward. What's he going to do? Look at the
firearms offense as well for using a.
Look at the money being spent on this guy. There's choppers. There's police officers, AR-15s. Is that the mayor in New York?
A silencer and muffler in the alleged murder, as well as 2 stalking charges as well.
No, that is. I think this is the mayor in New York right here. I think that's Adams.
His newly retained attorney, Karen Agnifilo, suggested that federal charges in this case would be overkill. I just want to note, you see New York City Mayor Eric Adams not far behind Mangione there. Again, a very large law enforcement presence. This was
why? What are they afraid somebody's going to shoot freaking Luigi in his back? Oh, we wouldn't want him to get shot in his back. God forbid, you scumbag. But what is all this, and why is Adams there? What's the point of that?
An incident that sparked worldwide attention as Mangione was.
No, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. But hey, look, man, we went down the rabbit hole again for 59 minutes for an hour there. Again, I it's something. I think it's fun. I think you get to talk and discuss, and it's one of these things. I wanted to get this thing going. and then start bringing on some guests, some wonderful people that I know, former military people, people that I work with on a daily, friends that are in bands and things like that. From our other podcast that we do, that's gained a lot of popularity in the entertainment world. That's called Live at the Landis, every Tuesday from 7 to 9. It's live. If you go to the Landis Theater Facebook page or the Landis Theater YouTube, you see my memory? It's fucked. The YouTube page, you can find all the episodes on there. It's also that one. This one here, I'll get this streaming once we get it going. I just want to kind of start it on this platform, and just we'll move it around from there. But the other one's on Spotify, iHeartRadio, all that good stuff. So enjoy it. Again, thank you so much for those who watch. And like I said, I just wanted to build this slow and just kind of start something, and then maybe start bringing people into it, which I think could be a lot of fun. And we can talk about topics and stuff together. And look at that. What did I do here, by the way? Oh my God, was I dark like this the whole time? And I got to figure this new camera out, man. This is crazy. Oh yeah, here's my image and auto exposure. Whoa, there I am. Sorry about that. I guess I was in the dark the whole time too. Well, look, man, my hour's up. Take care. God bless. Let's go USA. Saw some cool things today. I think it's a lot of fun. Mike, you could have been one of the boys, Mike. You could have been one of the boys. Vote no. Vote no, Congressman. Any congressman that doesn't vote no, know that they are corrupt and they're disgusting and they're despicable human beings. Not much longer in America. Hopefully we'll start getting back to being America again. Take care, everybody. Again, God bless the USA.